I don't think it's nice, you laughing. You see, the Baron laughing. It's the crazy idea you're laughing at him. Now, if you apologize like I know you're going to, I might convince him that you really didn't mean it.
Hello, we have the Dinky P47 Thunderbolt. I think it was made around about 1975, so it's quite a late edition. I don't know why. Could have done the Mustang. That would have been nice. I've never had one of these before, and I've just been taking it apart. It looks as simple as you can get it. Quite chunky, and it's actually quite heavy. And rather nicely, the nose comes off. So I've had to purchase a new aerial, a canopy. I've had to purchase the undercarriage, a propeller. I think the only thing I can't get is the switch. I think I'll have to get one out of a Messerschmitt. But what I want to do is not put the switch in at all, just do it direct. And there are bombs to go on here. And I'm very unfamiliar with the P47 Thunderbolt, and more interestingly, you don't see these available for sale. Quite unusual, so they're quite rare. But what I'm going to attempt to do in this video is to strip off the paint, revamp this, and if possible, chrome it. Now, I've never done chroming before. It's a new one on me. You're going to see it all happening in real time. If that fails, I am going to strip it back down again and just do, if I can, a very nice camouflage effect with the P47 Thunderbolt. Okay, so the next stage is to strip off the paint. So I've got a different bucket this time. I'm going to put in my caustic soda. Don't hold back on that. You hear it buzzing away there, and I put the fuselage in, keeping my skin away from it. Put the top back on. Walk away and let it do its thing. So let's see how that's turned out. Wow, look at that, it's a bit gooey, isn't it? Use your fine oil wool and get all of that off, and it will shine up. Well, it's shining up already quite nicely, and you need to do all over to get all the oxidization out of the metal. And that's all you got to do for now. So there's the wing. That comes up really nice. There you go. So I shan't bore you by doing all this all the way through. So I will see you in the next part. Okay, time for the Technics self-etching primer. And it's all been rubbed down, it's nice and shiny. I'm going to start with the engine cowling. So here we go. Okay, now to get the desired effect, we need to spray this a gloss black in sweeping light coats. So here we go. Well, here's the nose cone for the P47 Thunderbolt, and I'm going to do a checkered effect, which you can get a decal that looks very much like this. I think that looks pants, so what I'm going to do is I am going to individually put on each square and then overspray that. Now, I just started doing it. I've never done it before in my life. I just thought it might be worth a pop. So that's what I'm going to do. And it did occur to me to perhaps do this as a not slow motion, fast action thing. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So what's this in fast action?
Just what is it that you want to do?
I'm gonna get deep down, I said, I'm gonna get deep down, woo, hey!
We want to be free to do what we want to do.
Away, baby, let's go!
Right, I'm using a chrome, ultimate mirror chrome, with the rather unfortunate name of Spaz Stix. I don't know why they've chosen that name, but anyway. So I'm going to give it a try. I've never done this before, so let's just see how it goes. It's coming through, and I have to do several light layers, okay? We are at this stage now. The canopy's gone back on, so there's a screw at the front here. The battery's gone in from underneath here. I've done away with the switch, so there you go. And I used some tape to blank off this part here and the cowling, and I put the motor in. There you go, working. Actually works rather well, doesn't it? Now the thing is, with this paint, it's called Spaz Stix. It's a rather unfortunate name, but what you've got to do is, once you've applied it, you have to get a cotton bud and you have to polish it, because the metals that are in it stick up, so you have to brush them off and it becomes super shiny. So I did the same thing with the canopy. I put black paint on the inside of the canopy and then put the chrome on the outside of the canopy, and it's come up, I think, rather well. So we've got to the point now where we can start applying the decals. Now I have my plan here, and let's see if we can get this done and we can move on. So I think the first thing to do is to do the fuselage. So I'm going to grab my decals, put them in the water. And now, the very last thing, I think you know what it is, the motor works, and I think that works pretty well. So ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Dinky P47 Thunderbolt. Wow, that motor's really going, isn't it? So if you want to know how to do the motor, it's in one of my videos. I'll put a link in the description and you can go straight to it. Time for the turntable.